let me begin by asking you something. Have you ever imagined what you would say to your younger self if you had a chance? Now, maybe there is something you wish you had known earlier. Maybe some advice, a warning, or even just a comforting word. I've thought about this more than I can admit. There are moments I replay in my mind, things I could have done differently, things I wish someone had told me. And when I reflect on those times, I don't feel regret as much as I feel compassion for that younger version of myself who was trying so hard to get it all right. So today, I would like to share a letter, a message really, to my younger self. And maybe as I read those words aloud, you will hear something your younger self needed too. So dear younger me, you were always pushing to be better, faster, smarter, good enough. And whenever you made mistake, no matter how small it is, you were your hardest critic. I remember how you would lie awake at night replaying every sentence, every awkward sentence, every stumble in class, every wrong answer, as if there were signs that you were falling behind. But here is what I wish you had known. Kindness begins with how you treat yourself. Being gentle doesn't make you weak, but it makes you whole, right? Yeah. It doesn't mean you stop striving, but it means you stop bruising yourself along the way. Talk to yourself the way you would speak to a close friend, with encouragement, patience, and forgiveness. You will mess up, but everyone does, right? Yes. But your value isn't based on performance or perfections. Your worth is already there, quiet, steady, and real. You were always so careful. You would rehearse what to say in your head 100 times before raising your hand. Is it correct? Yes. And sometimes you just stay quiet. You told yourself, maybe better to stay silent than to say something wrong, right? Yes. But I wish you know this sooner. Your voice matters. It really does. Not because it's perfect, but because it's the loudest, but because it's yours. When you speak from the heart, clearly, calmly, honestly, people listen, really. Maybe not always with applause, but with attention, just like what you did to me right now. I remember a time in secondary school. I had an idea for a group project, but I was too nervous to share it. Later, someone else suggested almost the same thing to me. But everyone loved it, and I sat there thinking, that would have been me. It wasn't about credit, it was about courage. So, dear younger me, dear younger you, don't hide your voice. Use it, learn it, trust it. One bad test result, one missed opportunity, one friendship that didn't work out. You took those moments and let them define you. You thought, maybe I'm not capable. Maybe I just don't measure up. But you were wrong. Not about making a mistake, but you are wrong about what that mistake was meant to. Failure is not a dead end, it's a direction. think of a baby learning to walk. How many times do they fall? Again and again, and still they keep trying, right?
Yes.
But we, as we grow up, become scared of failing, of falling, scared of looking foolish, or maybe pathetic. And here's a story. When I applied for something I really cared about, but I didn't get it, I feel like I wanted to disappear. For a while, I avoided similar opportunities just to avoid another no. Looking back, I realized that rejection wasn't a verdict. It was a redirection. Failure isn't who you are. It's just something that happened. And it often teaches you what success never could. You tried so hard to be independent, but you didn't want to ask for help, right? You thought it made you a burden. But the truth is, life is not meant to be a solo action issue. There's strength in saying, I need support. There is courage in letting people in. When you bottle things up, it doesn't make them go away. It just makes you feel lonelier, right? I remember one particular evening, I was overwhelmed with exams, personal pressure, and the weight of expectation from my parents, from my friends, but I tried to handle it all by myself. And someone asked me, really gently, do you want to talk? Are you okay? At first, I said no. But a few hours later, I messaged him. Can I still take you up on that? Can I still talk to you? And that conversation didn't solve everything, but it actually lightened the load. Because being heard, truly heard, is a powerful thing. So, dear younger me, you don't have to carry everything alone. You're allowed to lean. And if you see someone struggling, be that safe space for them. Be that gentle presence for them. And you wanted to belong. That is human. That is pure human, not AI, not robot. That is human. So you adjusted your opinions, your preferences, even your laughter, just to fit in. But here's the thing. Real belonging doesn't require pretending. Your values, your kindness, your honesty, your fairness, they are not the things to hide or trade. They are anchors. Yes, it is easier to follow the crowd, but the cost is often your self-respect. I wish you had known it's okay to walk away from things that don't align with who you are, even if it feels lonely for a while. In the long run, you will find your people, the ones who don't need you to shrink or change. And more importantly, you will find peace with yourself. You thought that by a certain age, life will make sense, right? Yes. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Not completely. But that is the beauty of it. Growth never ends. It's not linear, it's messy, it zigs and zags. And that means you will constantly discover new things about the world, about other people, about yourself. So keep asking questions, keep unlearning, keep evolving. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be willing. And remember, confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about being okay with not knowing it. You chase the big moments, awards, maybe milestones, applause, and maybe attention. But the things that truly matter, often they're quiet. Like maybe getting out of bed on a tough day, saying no to something that is unhealthy, taking a deep breath instead of snapping, or being there for someone without needing credit. These moments count. In fact, they build your character more than any trophy ever could. Take a second now and think. What is one small thing you did this week that made you proud? Don't dismiss that small step that was growth. So, dear younger me, be kinder, be braver, be patient. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Let failure teach you, not define you. Ask for help, offer help. Stay anchored in your values even when it's hard. And know this, you are work in progress, not a finished product. And that is totally okay. To everyone here today, to you, if you could say one sentence to your younger self, what would it be? You?
Brave.
You are brave. You?
Thank you for staying strong.
Thank you for staying strong. Wow. Give it applause. Give it applause to yourself. So, it's really never too late to speak those words now. Because no matter our age, we are all still growing. That's all from me. Thank you.